Cauldron Lighters of the 2012 Olympic Games, beginning to fulfill that terrific potential. Qualified with a fine 11:09. She too was a finalist in Zurich, but she's better now. Champion in 2012, 5th in Zurich, and her credentials go right back to 4th in the Olympic Games in 2004. The defending champion, much the fastest in the field, Daphne Schippers, 10:96 in her semi, and her personal approach that. It's a cool evening here, not ideal conditions for sprinting, but no one's going to worry about that if she storms down the track like she did in the semi. Then Tatjana Pinto, a finalist back 4 years ago, the German, a bronze medalist at junior and under 23 level. And in the outside lane, the world youth champion of 2007 came back from serious injury on the mini trampoline after that. It's Asha Philip, 5th in the world indoor 60 metres this year. So 2 British athletes here, Henry in 4 and Philip in 9. There's Desiree Henry, 2nd quickest in the semis. The quickest was Daphne Schippers. Goes in lane 7, bidding to get a 2nd European title. Silver medal, of course, in the World Championships. This is the moment the Dutch crowd have been so eagerly awaiting, and it's absolute hush in the stadium now. Pogremniak, Gnafua, Kambunji, Henry, Lalova-Collio, Schippers, Pinto, Philip. Off they go. Schippers a little behind Lalova-Collio, but look at her coming into her running now. This is Daphne Schippers. This is Daphne Schippers for gold. It's very close indeed behind her. I think just behind her, Lalova-Collio may have got the silver, but a wonderful run in these conditions. 10:91. Minus 0.2, but it's quite cold, and Daphne Schippers fully living up to expectations by running clear of the field in the European 100-meter championships. She's retained her title. It's gold for the Netherlands, and gold here in Amsterdam, and they're standing on their feet all round here, a sea of orange around us. The mascots getting in on the action, well, they do, don't they? Lalova-Collio takes 2nd place, and Kambunji takes the bronze medal just ahead of Philip, with Henry a little disappointing. Nothing disappointing, though, about Daphne Schippers.
No, what a fantastic run, and that's a fantastic time. 10:90 on a chilly evening here in Amsterdam. It's not like some of the balmy evenings we have at the Diamond League events around the world. I'm thinking I was in Doha in May when I saw her run 10:83. Intrinsically, I think this is a much better performance than that 10:83 that she ran there, because it is a very, very chilly evening now. It's getting on for 10 o'clock at night here in Amsterdam, and what a magnificent performance, though, from Schippers. She fulfilled everybody's expectations. She's limited her attention at these championships to the 100 metres as we see this replay, just tearing away from the rest of the field in the second half of the race. Nobody could respond to that surge. Lalova-Collio, indeed, she did chase her, had a good start and came through for 2nd.
One sad scene was that Henry pulled up early on. She's obviously got problems. There's the medical team all round her. She lies on the track.
Confirmation there, as you can see on the photo finish. 10:90 for Schippers. Lalova-Collio 3/10 further back, and Kambunji winning the battle for the bronze.
Daphne Schippers takes the gold medal in the women's 100 metres in 10:90. Yvette Lalova-Collio takes the silver, and Mujinga Kambunji moves up a place to take the bronze.
Well, I think indicative of how fine a run that was from Schippers. was the times by the people behind her. You'd have expected Lalova Coleo perhaps to be running in the 10:10s or maybe even faster. Kabunji as well. I mean, these are athletes who've been running in around 11:10 all season, and yet they were a tenth and more back. That was a superb run from Daphne Schippers.
As you say, they were all running a sort of 0.15 below what you might have thought. Well, that would be a pretty special time for Schippers.
They would. They would be approaching that long-standing European record of 10:73 set by Christine Aron back in the 1998 European Championships in Budapest.
What a run that was too. I remember that very well. Winning by the sort of margin that, of course, Schippers shows here. Let's just have a look again and watch this powerful action. Not so quick away, but not bad at all. Had to make a little bit of ground, but gradually comes up right here. And then in full flow from the halfway stage, eating up the ground with those big strides. And away she comes to victory. Well, we're looking forward to seeing what she's going to do. She's still young. And she's going to meet the best of the world, and she's going to fare very well against them, I'm quite sure.
Well, she's got a personal best of 10:81 from getting the silver medal at the World Championships in Beijing last summer. I think she's going to run faster still this summer. Perhaps that record of Christine Aron, after so many years on the record books, can finally be challenged. Well, it's a bit of a leap from 10:81 to 10:73, but if anyone can do it, Daphne Schippers can do it.
Great for her. Here is Elaine Thompson, won the Jamaican 100 title a couple of weeks ago. She won in Lausanne as well this year with 10.93. She's in wonderful form. Surely a strong favourite here. Ashley Henderson was second in the US Championships, was sixth in the NCAA's over 200. She is strong, this athlete, relatively inexperienced at international level. Bianca Williams, well, Commonwealth bronze medalist back in Glasgow in 2014 at 200. Sixth in the Commonwealth Games last March. Second in the UK Championships over 200. That's a better event. A couple of weeks back. Ambissa Zango of France, Mediterranean Games champion just a couple of weeks ago in Tarragona in Spain. Second in the French Championship. She's a late replacement, by the way, for Carole Zaï of France. Wai Yongli of China, semi-finalist, the world indoors over 60 metres a couple of years back. She's a very quick starter. Watch her in lane 6. Karina Horn, the South African team captain, can she lead by example? Has set a national record this year. At the age of 29, she has gone under 11 seconds for the first time. 10.98 makes her very, very strong indeed. And you can tell that from her build. Eva Swoboda of Poland completes the lineup in lane 8 there. Bronze medalist in European indoors last year, semi-finalist in Rio. She's an 11-1 athlete at her best, although she hasn't been down to that this season yet. Well, we talked about how little room there is for error in the sprint hurdles. So technically demanding. Well, so is the 100 in its own way. Those ears straining for the starter's gun. And very little room for error at the start. A full start would result in disqualification. A bad start, well, they virtually give away the race. Kwai of Germany in 1. Elaine Thompson, the Olympic champion from Rio, goes in lane 2. Ashley Henderson of the USA 3. Bianca Williams of Great Britain in 4. Then in lane 5, Ambissa Zango of France. Wai of China 6. Karina Horn there, second away from the camera of South Africa in 7. And Swoboda of Poland in lane 8. Away this time, really good start there from Bianca Williams, but going strongly now is Ashley Henderson. Where is Thompson? Thompson might get beaten here. Henderson's going brilliant. She is going to be the Olympic champion. Yes, she is on the dip. Very tight for third place. I think it might have been Karina Horn, or was it Bianca Williams of Great Britain? Boy, oh boy, that is an upset. Perhaps one of the biggest upsets of the day so far. Ashley Henderson of the USA takes that one. She was second in the US Championship. She has run 10.96 this year. Thompson 10.93, so on paper they look evenly matched, but I would have put my money on Thompson for that one. I don't know about you, Catherine Merry. 11.07, the official winning time, with 0 wind for Henderson, but there was very little in it. 11.07 to 11.09. She defeats the Olympic champion and maximum points for the USA.
Yeah, world ranking wise, Ashley Henderson sits 1 place below Elaine Thompson, who's the world number 6 this year. But that was a good run by the American. Keep an eye on her Elaine number 3, she got a good start, as did Williams of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. But what Elaine Thompson has got sometimes and hasn't got at others is that gear change now at 60 metres. She didn't have it here today. She wasn't going to catch Henderson. And again, for me, Elaine Thompson's one of those athletes that she's going to come out and run 10.8, or she's going to come out and just run under 11 seconds. It doesn't sound like a big difference, but that's what wins races and what comes second and third. You remember Elaine Thompson at the World Championships last year, Tim? 10.8 in her semi-finals, easy as you like, came to the final and came 5th. That's a big win for the American there, and a good win as well, and good points.
It is. You know what? The USA hadn't won an event all night until about 15 minutes ago. Then they win 2 in a row on the track. The men's 800 through Clayton. What a race she will have against Shericka Jackson. Outside her for Jamaica in 7. And Vesoli of Germany completes the lineup in lane 8. And there is Jessica Bianca Vesoli, German under-23 champion this year. But she hasn't broken 23 seconds. And that's a tough old lane draw for somebody who is in many respects an outsider. Shericka Jackson, the Jamaican 200 champion this year, working on her speed this year. She's better known as a 400-metre runner. She has run 49.83 a couple of years ago. It's her birthday tomorrow, Jackson. Will she give herself an early present? This will be the athlete who might stop it, Jenna Brandini, the US champion, 3rd in Rabat on Friday, to Miller Weibo and Asher Smith of Great Britain. Lena Asher Smith. Jennifer Gallet of France goes in 5. 3rd in the French Championships, Jennifer Gallet. Anna-Kiel Basinska, semi-finalist of the World Championships 3 years back. Went out in the heats in this stadium last year, but 3 times the Polish champion. Good lane draw for her, lane 4. Beth Dobbin, well, she's in fabulous form as the 24-year-old rather, excuse me. UK champion at the beginning of this month in a new personal best. She missed the Commonwealth Games qualifying time for Scotland by 1/100th of a second, but boy oh boy has she come back with a vengeance. Her last 4 200s have been personal bests. Inside the Britain in 3 is Gulfen Huang, or Huang Gulfen. She goes in 2, only 20 years old, better at 400 metres. And then on the inside, Justine Palfreman, 6th in the 400 yesterday and 7th in the 4x400 metres relay for South Africa. This is her 3rd race of the weekend for Palfreman on the inside. Well, Shericka Jackson, there she is. Perhaps starts as marginal favourite on paper ahead of Jenna Brandini. She's in lane 7, the Jamaican. Suffered a slight blip in Lausanne last week. She was only 3rd in 22.8. But birthday tomorrow, what a good time to give herself a big result. That line up from the inside again. Palfreman of South Africa in 1, Huang of China in 2, Dobbin of Great Britain in 3, Kiel Basinska of Poland in 4, Gallet of France in 5, then Jenna Brandini, the US champion, in 6. Jackson in 7 in that yellow vest of Jamaica. Vesoli in 8 for Germany, but Brandini is blasted off and already has passed Jackson. Well, she's better known as a 400-metre runner, Shericka Jackson, for Jamaica in that yellow. Will she come back here at Brandini? The American being closed down. They're way ahead at the moment. It's going to be very tight. The Jamaican's coming. She's getting closer. She's going to get there, and she takes it by a metre. Both of them 3 or 4 metres ahead of the 3rd placer. What a wonderful race. Brandini maybe expended too much energy in the first 50 or 60. She absolutely blasted out of the block. She ran it like a 100 metres around the bend. And I know, Tony, you'll have a view on what she might have done right or done wrong in that one. But Shericka Jackson was hunting her down, wasn't she? She's the bronze medalist from Rio over 400 metres, and she ran it like a 400-metre runner. Really patient there through the second half and through the last 50 especially.
I think the instruction had been there to get out hard, try and break the stagger on the outside, put the others under pressure. But like you say, if you expend too much energy, you're not putting your hips in the right place, not coming home particularly well. Let me talk to somebody who knows more about 200 metres than me. Catherine, what do you say?
It went completely to plan.
Can you remember that long ago, Kat?
I can indeed. I can remember running nearly that fast, but not quite. Your short sprinter, Jenna Brandini, got out like a rocket, and the strength and the speed endurance of Jackson with that 400-metre speed endurance just clawed her back. It was a wonderful race. The world number 2 against the world number 4. These are 2 of the fastest women in the world over this distance, and it was a wonderful race that we hoped. Look at the technique, holding her form. Jackson's not tired. She usually runs 400 metres, but that's a good turn of speed. Look at what she clawed back over the last 60 metres, and I can tell you as a sprinter, you're like, she's coming, she's coming. They will know Shericka Jackson's coming with her 400-metre strength. That was a brilliant race.
But if you watch Prandini coming off the turn, she doesn't get up. She sort of runs into the bend. Instead of using the centrifugal force and coming tall, she actually gets a little bit shorter and the stride length lengthens. You start to rotate that a little bit, and then the Jamaican winds her in. And just as the Jamaican comes into her vision, you see Prandini's technique fall apart a little bit.
22.35 then for Sherika Jackson of Jamaica, ahead of Jenna Prandini. The big two sprint nations, the global scene, first and second there respectively. Beth Dobbin, a fighting third for Britain, 22.95. The rest of them outside 23 seconds. But that was absolutely brilliant. Perhaps the best race of the weekend so far in many respects.
Oh my goodness, absolutely amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Please like the video. Yeah man, right here we are having the greatest and dramatic track and field event. The first one being the women's 100 meters final at the European Athletics Championships in Amsterdam, which unfolded as one of the most anticipated races of the entire competition. The field brought together seasoned European figures and a new wave of athletes eager to challenge the established hierarchy. Among all competitors, the spotlight naturally gravitated toward the Netherlands superstar Femke Bol. Oh no, DK. Not Femke Bol, Daphne Schippers, whom positioned herself in line 7. And guys, don't forget, Femke Bol is the new superstar right now in Netherlands. Daphne Schippers had built her reputation as one of the greatest sprinters in Netherlands, and fans were bashing with anticipations, knowing they were witnessing their national hero in her peak form. And guys, Schippers known well for excelling in the final meters, a phase where she often managed to pull away from even the most persistent challengers. Heading into the final, several competitors had shown promising form throughout the louts, but none displayed the same level of authority and stability as Schippers, and at the center of it all stood Daphne Schippers, ready to defend her status and delivered a performance worthy of her reputations. Oh my goodness, absolutely amazing. Guys, in the next track and field event is the women's 100-meter final at the World Athletics Championships in London, where we are witnessing a very fancy battle between USA Ashley Henderson and Jamaican Elaine Thompson-Herah, where USA won gold in a blistering time of 10.49 seconds, Jamaica settling for silver in time of 10.50 seconds. And the third race is the women's 200-meter final at the World Athletics Championships in London, where we are witnessing Jamaican queen of sprint, Sherika Jackson destroying USA Jenna Pradine, securing gold in a dramatic fashion in time of 22.35 seconds. USA Jenna Pradine settling for silver in time of 22.41 seconds, and Beth Dobbin from Great Britain securing bronze in time of 22.95 seconds. Guys, in those three track and field events, these are among the best and greatest track and field event we have ever witnessed. So guys, thank you so much for your precious time. Kindly like the video, share the video widely, and don't forget to subscribe to this amazing channel. My name Andy K, going by the name Andy K News in this YouTube platform. So guys, like the video, share the video widely, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye for now. Blessings.